What's up, everybody? What's up? So, what's up, Blue Butterfly? What's up, Dragonflies? Not very many people on. This is a pop up. But sometimes I'm sitting and I'm thinking about all these things that are going on right now. Have we ever thought that we're just being lied to? That we're just being totally bullshitted? That it's just a bunch of bullshit, and that we're pawns. We're pawns. We're pawns in the game. We're pawns in the big game. And so, this guy's music really resonates with me a lot. Like, I, I listen to his music and I'm like, if this guy ain't got it right, I don't know who does. It's like every time we turn around, hey, Royal Linus, what's up, big sis? Hey, she's a wildflower. But every time we turn around, there's another chaotic event. And they just wrapping us up tighter. I know a lot of people are just jumping on the bandwagon right now. We're talking about the immigration problem, the problems. But I just, it's Saturday night, and I'm not going to stand here very long. I just want you all to really listen to this and really think about the words this man's singing, because I'll tell you what he's saying is so true. Like, do we even know what we're fighting for? like, like seriously, do we know what we're fighting for? I know that a lot of people are really geared up about going to the border, and I believe that the convoy had good intentions, but I believe that the intentions, from the information that I'm getting, and I have somebody that's very dear to me that is military that's giving me some information, and what's happening inside of it is not going to be good. And we got to think about, I think it was Red Dog or maybe it was Redwood, one of the two said that Shelby Park is very small. Could this be the setup of an ambush for the people of the United States? Could this be the step for ML? Could this be the step where there's no stepping backwards and calming things down? Are they egging this on for a very good purpose, which is because of what's going to happen this year, later on in this year? And I agree with you. She's a wildflower. It's exactly what I think. I think that, and the sad thing is we know what happened on my birthday on January the 6th. Um, is this going to be triple or quadruple as bad? Like, honestly, because from what I understand right now, there is a fake video out showing like all these truckers. Well, that video is from what happened in Canada, not what's happening right now. I also seen another video, and it's not real either. And I'm like, oh my gosh, are they fueling the fire to get people motivated to go to the border and then let the hammer down on people? And let the hammer down. And I'm not saying be a coward. I'm not saying, be a pansy. I mean, I look at these videos. I've been doing this for a long time, and I look at these videos and I'm like, hold on, that video looks really familiar. And I posted it over on Telegram, and I was like, this video looks really freaking familiar. And then as I looked at it closer, I'm like, this is from Canada. This is from over 2 years ago. Oh no, oh no, Mimi, we'll be lifting you up. But then also, right? We'll be lifting you up, Mimi. Damn it. I thought you were doing better. You need to lay off YouTube. You need to take care of your health, and you need to calm down. You need to calm down, Mimi, before I have to come down there and kick your ass. You have got to take care of yourself. Dang it. Everybody, let's send up some prayers and love for Mimi. Um, but I want to play this. I want you, Mimi, I'm serious. I will come over there. You sounded bad this morning, and you just need to stop for a little bit. Everybody will be there for you when you come back. Take a couple weeks. I've done it. Other creators have done it. Trust me, your people will come and will help promote you. I know you're really trying to grow your channel, but you got to take care of your health. You definitely got to take care of your health, lady. We don't need you to end up in the hospital. So I want to say, folks, that what's happening, I think, is the big ambush. I think it is the big setup. I think that listen to this song and really think about it, what this man's saying, and think about it. What are we fighting for? You know, the left and the right, the red and the blue, they're both feeding us full of shit. So let's listen. This goes out to Appalachia Don. Everybody's fighting. Do we even know what we're fighting for?
Here I stand on everything I am, red-blooded through and through, proud American. I won't meddle in your affair. I pretty much keep to myself. If we don't stand with our backs together, America's headed for hell. Everybody's fighting, and we don't even know what we're fighting for. The elephant's mad at the jackass, liberty's headed for war. The left wing's kicking at the right wing, and the bird ain't flying no more. Everybody's fighting, and we don't even know what we're fighting for. It ain't about your color, sure ain't about your pride. When it comes to protecting God's children, we all gotta do what's right. And all these politicians wanna sweep it up under the rug. Pit us against each other, they must be covering something up. Everybody's fighting, and we don't even know what we're fighting for. The elephant's mad at the jackass, liberty's headed for war.
What did he just say? He said, what did he just say, folks? He said they must be covering something up. Man, that makes, oh wow, that makes sense. You know, wow. Here we go.
The left wing's kicking at the right wing, and the bird ain't flying no more. Everybody's fighting, and we don't even know what we're fighting for. They taking prayers from my school, man, and that ain't cool. They said it's all right being a lady, if being a man won't do. Have we forgot about our brothers and our fathers from the past? If we don't hold this ship together, she ain't gonna last. Everybody's fighting, and we don't even know what we're fighting for. The hideous man at the jackass, liberty's headed for war. The left wing's kicking at the right wing, and the bird can't take it no more. Everybody's fighting, And we don't even know what we're fighting for. Yeah, they got us all fighting. And now we finally know what we're fighting for.
Appalachia Don. Appalachia Don makes really good sense in that song. And I'll tell you what, Texas Red Leg, I wouldn't be saying I'm at ground zero. That's really not a great thing to say. Like, I mean, think about what you just said there. I think that what we're at is we're at this point in the United States that if we're this is the great setup. I mean, it is really the great set. It's the great setup, and this man is saying it so well. You know, if you're believing the Republicans or the Democrats, why are they doing all of this all of a sudden right now? We have to think about this in a really down to earth manner. And honestly, I mean, like, this border crisis has been happening for a long time, more than just 2 or 3 or 4 years. It's been happening for decades, y'all. And why all of a sudden are they doing all this around and over Shelby Park? They're enticing people to come to Shelby Park. They're enticing them to come to Shelby Park. They want people to come to Shelby Park. And if you really think about that alone, it is very, yeah, it's smoke and mirrors. It's smoke and mirrors. Let's let him finish his song here because I think this guy is preaching it. And, you know, listen to what he says here. Oh, that's the, we don't even know what we're fighting for. We don't even know. Be sober, be vigilant, because your advisory, the devil, the adversary, the devil, is a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Woo. Wow. Isn't that the truth? Mm. The things that are happening right now, also, I want to make sure people aren't just looking. I was very excited about the convoy, but then I found out some inside things about the convoy that I cannot say on YouTube right now. I don't know if I can say it on YouTube ever. I might have to go over to Rumble and do a live stream. I'm not very good at doing them over there because I don't know how to get the chat up so I can see the chat and all that. But I think that we have a serious issue going on right now in the United States, and do people even know what they're really fighting for? I mean, if you really think about the things that are happening, right? If you really think about the things that are happening, is that all these border issues have been going on. These border issues have been going on for decades. I mean, my gosh, it's been like over 20 years since I've been in San Diego. The border issues were happening then. I mean, I remember coming back across the border, and my friend looked at Border Patrol funny, and they strip searched, you know, right there, right then. And we had the illegals throwing drugs over the fence. We have the cartel involved. We have, Biden saying that supposedly, the rumor on YouTube and on around right now is that there's tanks being sent down to the border. Tanks. And then we have to step back and say, okay, um, are they going to militarize the National Guard? Will the National Guard do that? And I think the big thing that's going to happen, honestly, is that ML will be called. That this will be the opportunity to call ML. And I'm going to be doing a special tomorrow night on martial law and the 7 things that you need to do to protect your ass if martial law is called. But also going into the history of ML. And people don't realize, really, when the whole situation started back in 2019, they didn't come out and say ML has been declared. They just put us in ML. And if you really look at ML and if you really know anything about ML, um, they did it. They did it completely. Stay at home. If you're an essential worker, you can work. If you don't do this, you're this. If you don't do that, you get fired, you get laid off. And the list went on and on and on. That is part of when ML is called. And I agree with you, Cherie. I believe that this is the FF event. And, you know, I will be, I will, ML, martial law. Martial law. You can say it on YouTube. Martial law. Martial law, and I'm going to do a special. I'll be posting the thumbnail later tonight. But I just wanted y'all to come on and listen to that song. If you're in Texas, or if you're planning on going to Texas or to the border, we have one border that runs all the way across the United States. So if you're going to the border, you need to be aware that this may be the biggest setup ever. No, and it's not going to stop it. You're right, Terry. It's not going to stop what's happening in any way, shape, or form. I mean, it's just not. You need to be safe, Jungle Mom. The thing is, folks, is I believe that this could be the FF event that they've been setting us up for, because all these other countries, France, they're saying that Paris and France, parts of France, only have 3 days worth of food, and that they're done. They're going to be screwed. We have the Dutch farmers doing the same thing. We have people in an uproar around the world. And so, like, if you really think about all these things, the United States is still sliding through, where the United States people are still being pretty mellow. But could this be the straw that breaks the camel's back? And if it is, trust and believe, the folks up on the hill will call ML very quickly on our asses. And when they do, if they call it full blown, you have to realize too that they have an indefinite time period to let that roll. They can just let it roll. ML can just keep on rolling for as long as they want. So, you better prep up, you better pray up, you better be prepared, because this could be the breaking point. And nice to see you, Doug. I'm glad to see you back in the chat. Hey, Hooga Hooga. Um, you know, I wanted to play that song for everybody. I want you to go back and listen to it again, and really listen to the man's words, because he's really preaching. He's really preaching. Yes, exactly, Red Dog. If ML is, well, is our Constitution suspended right now is the question. You know, we'll get into this in depth tomorrow night. Um, I'll probably set it up a little early, about since it's Sunday night, about 6:30, so that our people on the East Coast can roll in without it being super late for them. But I just want to say that, you know, there's some really terrible things happening right now in the United States. And I think the other thing too is, yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. And the thing is I don't think he's going to stop. We have to come to the realization that both parties do not represent we the people anymore. My mother, at 80 years old, or 81 years old this year, she just realized that what's happening is unbelievable. And she said, you folks, meaning all of us younger generations, are now the crusaders. And I believe that she's right. Um, but we have to figure out a way to do this in a good way, not to let it tear up our country more, but also, do we back down, or do we hold the line? And, there's all these questions that are happening. Yeah. Yeah, I just talked about that, Doug, about them landing in Torrey Pines. PB, they found boats. They found boats in La Jolla. And does that remind you of something that happened off the East Coast during the Cuba Missile Crisis, and also during the Cuban situation when they were releasing people from prison and they were coming here? So, we have a lot of things happening in the United States right now. I think, as a preparedness community, I know a lot of people, we talk about news all the time. I will tell you this, and this is from intel that I just got. Prepare for no comms, no internet, and make sure that you have plenty of water. Because if there is a situation, how are you going? If the water is dirty, it will be contaminated. You will not have it. Make sure that that water is inside your dwelling because you may have to bunker in. I'm just relaying the message. I think it's going to get very messy. Texas Red Lake. I think it's going to get really messy. Well, yeah. Then why? Okay, I'm going to say this. You know, Um, I understand, but and since last year, Abbott has been doing stuff, right? He's really been involved since last year. But you need to go watch my live stream from last night, Texas Red Lake. One thing I will say is he's not even in Texas right now. He hasn't been in Texas for over a week. He is in India. Okay. So, it's funny how they can dish stuff out and they're not even actively there. And, you know, come on now. Come on. And there's right now there's like the list is huge on the FBI list of how many they've caught and how many have came across and how many they think are in the United States. Yeah, get your animal food, your pet food, make sure that you have plenty water. I'm telling you, my friend that has military connections that really has fed our channel a lot of information that's been on point is saying water. And, if we go into a blackout situation, there was already a video that came out today. A lady's warning people, and she said, "Why is this?" And it's in the Netherlands, and a whole community completely blacked out, has been blacked out, and why? She said, "Why?" And she started F-bombing it, and she said, "I'm telling y'all right now, maybe this is the trial run to see what happens." We have to think about this in a grander scale because this is not just affecting the United States. This is worldwide what's happening. This movement of what's happening is worldwide. So let's make sure that we get that right. Make sure we get it right. Make sure that you have totes, expandable buckets, pots and pans, planters, whatever, water bobs, whatever, and make sure that you do have a way to get water. Hello, brave person. Yeah. Well, and the United States can't keep slip sliding around, Miss Needle. I mean, it's happening in Germany, it's happening in Denmark, it's happening in the Netherlands, it's happening in France, and then on top of it, right? Um, on top of it, we have the supply chain getting cut off. We have China raising its head against Taiwan. We have Iran involved. We have Russia and Ukraine. We have Israel and Gaza. But isn't it funny if you think about this, that it's always another situation? They keep on moving us from situation to situation. Hello, Lenora. They keep moving us from situation to situation because they want to keep feeding us the fear, the propaganda, the mass media, and a lot of the stuff. I'm telling you, folks, I've looked at the videos and the videos are being falsified. Just saying. Just saying. Yes, very true. Yep, that's really, really true. That is so true, Miss Needle. This is a short live, folks, but I want you to know that if you are in Texas, if you're near the borders in Cali, Arizona, wherever, this is the time to probably be on really on point. And Texas Red Lake will be lifting you up, brother. I know there's many of you down in Texas and Arizona. I know some of you out in Cali. Our thoughts are with you, our prayers. Uh, be prepared at all means. And I know you are Texas Red Lake, but some of the ladies that are in here, I'm concerned about. Definitely be on point, folks. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I will see you all tomorrow with the special about you're in Texas too. LaQuince, Lynn Quilts will be lifting you up. but be prepared to bunker in and be very, scruffy, pass on the word. Make sure they're on point about water. Y'all get water. Yeah. Oh, definitely, Teresa. Yeah. Texas Red Lake definitely does. Y'all stay on point. It doesn't matter where we're at in the country right now with what's in the interior of this country. We are all in harm's way, right? And Texas Red Lake, I know you'll be there to help anybody that you possibly can. I know what kind of guy you are. And I think that we're at the end of the rope, and the rope is about the little tiny fuse is about to get lit. So be very cautious, folks. Be very careful. No matter what, head on a swivel at all times. Jungle Mom, tell the boys I said hello. You're welcome. Yeah, I just talked about him last night. No, of course they didn't arrest him. He's, is who says he's not another player? There's a lot of great actors right now. Yep, it is. It is, Doug. And we are an affiliate of My Patriot Supply. That's one thing that we are an affiliate of because I believe in the products because I use them. You can find it in the main part of the channel if you want to help support the channel and you need gear or survival gear MREs. They also sell the brown bag MREs. They still got them and they ship really quick within like a couple days. Y'all stay safe, prep up, prep water. Please listen to me. The worst thing that could happen is you have extra water. Anything goes down anywhere, start filling up your pots, pans, buckets, totes, your collapsibles, anything you can, and get that water inside your house or inside a dwelling to protect it in case we have a higher and a bigger situation, right? Yeah, very much so. Everybody prep up, pray up, and stay on point. I'm going to take it on out. Hold on 1 minute. Tomorrow we'll have the special, and I've put a bunch of work into this to talk about the 7 things that you can do, right? The 7 things that you can do if ML is called. And if ML is called, y'all better really pay attention because it can put you in a seriously bad situation. An extremely bad situation. So you definitely want to be on point about that as well. And the main thing is no matter what, don't stop believing. And God bless the USA because we need the good Lord's hand in this for sure because it's getting really messy. This goes out to each and every one of you. And then I'm going to get off here. I will see you all tomorrow.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I'd thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. To be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
All right, y'all. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Stay centered. Stay focused no matter what happens. God bless you. God bless the USA. And remember, peace until we can't. Right? Peace until we can't. God bless y'all. Hey, Can't Squat. Hello, PK Korea. Thank you for being here. Brave person. Hello. Cherie. God bless y'all. Till I see you tomorrow, folks. We'll have that special tomorrow night between 6:30 and 7. And I put a lot of effort into this, so we're going to get into a lot of detail tomorrow night about martial law. I'll see you there. God bless you. Thank you for being here again.